Are y'all tuning in? I am going to crack this illusion and I'm going to enhance souls. Do y'all feel my signals? We're going to do this, my unlocked souls. I appreciate y'all for connecting with me on IG. And I'm going to do live on IG and I'm going to do it on YouTube. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed my viewers, just to put that out there. All right. The reason why I say certain things are nothing but names and titles, I feel like certain names trap individual souls. Like, to me, your earth grandmother, grandfather, mother, brothers, sisters, nieces, I feel like that's nothing but names and titles, because you could have been connected into other parallel worlds, even individuals that's not blood related. Basically, you still have that connection, and certain things can connect to your DNA from other parallel worlds. Now, your children could have been your so-called parents, your earth mom or dad, in another parallel world. That's the reason why I said we're nothing but energy, and we're connected to this physical realm. And I feel like certain names basically keep certain souls stuck in the recycled low frequency program. And also, the unknown and higher dimensions connect with some of us on so many different levels. All right. The names, like every individual go by a name. And when you sound out the name and stuff, I feel like you're giving that name a power. And that's created by a certain individual. I feel like certain names, because all the names basically the same if you really look at it. Even the streets, and I talked about this, the street names and stuff, individuals, and the paradigm shift, and you have basically certain names that was out there decades ago compared to the names now. And I feel like the names draw certain energies. And like I said, they're shape-shifting numbers. All right. So I feel like certain souls, certain names bring back certain souls. That's what I feel. And you have individuals cursing your so-called grave because some of y'all get buried into the grave. Do you feel my signals? And that's sending disturbed signals to your physical, because your physical still got energy. Whenever you shift, your physical still got energy. Individuals will tell y'all, oh no, there's no such thing. Your brains, because we got more than one brains, and I said this so many times, your heart, your stomach, to me that's brains. And your organs, do you feel my signals, carry a lot of things inside. Like it's real deep inside. It's deep within. And some of y'all are not connecting with your organs. You take certain things for granted. That's the reason why you're forced to eat certain things to destroy you. But if you're on a high frequency, you can flush that poison out your system. Do you feel my signals? But like I said, certain names, bring back certain energies. And y'all could have been, connected with the individual. Your love partner could have been your mother. Or y'all could have been at war with each other, and that followed you back to the physical realm. Certain names and titles and certain things that you put out in the universe, whenever you connect it to the hidden rituals. That's the reason why, you see certain society groups, they want to keep certain bloodlines connected. They sleep with cousins, nieces, and nephews, and y'all get what I'm saying, the names and titles. Because certain individuals, they're not the same bloodline, but they got a connection to that bloodline. So, on the physical, they say they related. Now, we look at it like, we say that's sick, which to me, that's some weird stuff. But the society groups know certain bloodlines to connect with. And the things that they tell you to do, they'll say, oh, you can't do this and that. And I'm not promoting none of this stuff just to put this out there. I just want y'all to feel my signals, and I want y'all to see what's behind the curtains. And like I said, I'm going to crack this illusion. Individuals, do certain things, certain, like I said, some of y'all could be actually sleeping with your so-called cousin, or the earth names, the names and titles. You could be sleeping with them and you don't even know it. You could be sleeping with somebody, one of your relatives, your so-called father or mother could have, basically connected and pulled certain energies and created a physical, and you could be messing with that individual. And certain bloodlines are not supposed to connect. That's the reason why certain families, so-called, get broken up. Do you feel my signal? Certain family get broken up. Certain things happen to certain individuals, and certain babies destroy themselves before they come out the portal. Some say miscarriage. And there's a lot of things that's going on. And, you have to be on a high frequency, because, we all could have been connected to another parallel world. All of us could have ended up here and connecting on many levels, exchanging certain energies, information. Do y'all feel me? You feel my signals? So it's like, and it's crazy. Like I said, we're energy. It's nothing but flesh and bones. And our energy is trapped into this physical. And some of us come back to this physical to connect with certain bloodlines so we can build in other futures. Or you got selfish, disturbed souls know how to work this whole physical and controlling your physical with disturbed power. That's the reason why certain laws and stuff was created. And religion cults. Even religion cults that y'all connect with, that can follow you into other worlds. That's disturbed energy. Because you're going by rules. You don't see animals, like I said so many times, animals basically meeting up, reading scriptures, signing their nature and stuff over. But the so-called earthlings, humans, you're tricked into doing this type of stuff. Now I know I'm all over the place, but trust me, y'all feel my signals. But individuals sign certain things and connect to the names and titles. And you know what's funny? And I said this so many illusion times, that it's funny when individuals pray for individuals. Like, they say, for example, such and such, Mary, I pray for Mary, prayers up, that corny whack stuff. And like I said, y'all basically to pray. But there's so many shape-shifting names and numbers. You got certain names from decades ago over in that corner, and certain names that's going on today, and certain things merge together. But a lot of us got assigned names. So who are you actually really praying to? Just like the gods and names, Jesus and all of that stuff. And over other countries, they call it something else. In other countries, they don't even know who God and Jesus, Buddha, none of that stuff. They don't know that stuff because certain individuals in other planets that y'all call countries, they don't know what that stuff is. Because this stuff is nothing but programming. But y'all praying and connecting to certain things, and you're feeding that your energy. That's why I said destroy the names and titles. Because y'all want to connect with the names and titles. And I feel like names and titles are holding you back if you connect with it. Do you feel my signals? Now, we got these assigned names. You have to get your paycheck, and the paycheck and credit cards and stuff, that got a lot of spells and rituals on that, with souls attached to it that y'all can't see with the physical eye. And, now there's a lot of disturbed holograms that's connecting with y'all's soul. And some of y'all can't see the holograms. The holograms basically merge with you, and y'all become this character, and y'all take on these names and titles that was created by this illusion. And this illusion was created by your DNA. So whenever you have a certain connection with an individual, y'all was already connected way before this physical realm. You already had a connection. And whenever you enter the physical realm, you could have had a connection, a deep connection, and you decided to meet up here. Some basically leave other parallel worlds just to get away from certain things or hide certain things so other worlds can't get a hold of it. Do y'all feel my signals? And certain disturbed energy could actually really follow you, like latch on and come out that portal. Do you feel my signals? And certain disturbed energies that know how to will certain things in, draw you to them. And you don't know what's going on. But individuals that got that disturbed energy attached to them, or some got the unknown energy, and certain things come together. But that individual with that disturbed energy willed your energy in without you even knowing. And some of them probably don't know that they got something disturbed attached to them because they can't see it. So in other worlds, y'all could have been at war with each other and ended up here. And this whole physical realm is already disturbed and messed up. We all see that. If y'all can't see that, then you really got issues. This stuff is already disturbed and messed up. So whenever certain relatives, certain so-called relatives, certain bloodlines, or other bloodlines that's connected to that bloodline, because certain bloodlines can enhance other bloodlines. Do y'all feel my signals? And that bloodline could have been ruling that bloodline before, and that shit followed them back to the physical realm. And you have certain bloodlines, you got sick grandfathers and uncles, nieces or nephews or cousins they get down. They get down with each other. Because certain individuals could have been connected and certain things could have been forbidden. So they come back here to the physical realm and then they end up connecting with each other. And certain individuals could have forced that energy onto them in another world and it followed them back. And so they got so-called soul control. Y'all say mind control, but they got soul control over that individual. And even their own relatives. That's the reason why I said there's no such thing as family and friends. That's nothing but names and titles. And I want y'all to see where I'm coming from and see what's going on. You have certain relatives that mess around with their own bloodline. They could be doing sex rituals because certain individuals got that disturbed energy and they connected with these shape-shifting cults, these groups that y'all call church and all of that stuff, drawing energies, and they could come from another timeline, a disturbed timeline that's connected to the rituals, these cults, these cult groups. You have certain individuals forcing religion and stuff on you, and they could have been connected to another program and that followed them back to this timeline. And they're doing sick rituals. That's the reason why you see certain so-called pastors, preachers, and other individuals, they're doing them rituals to get deep into your soul and take control of your soul and gain your soul. And shift your soul backwards into low vibration worlds. And, that goes back to where I was saying, just because you came out the same portal, that doesn't mean that you are related. You could be carrying on your father's bloodline or another individual's bloodline. Or you could be carrying your earth mother's bloodline. And that followed you back into this portal. Do you feel my signals? So, certain individuals, they basically know how to do certain rituals to take control. And this stuff been going on way before the physical. You have certain holograms, and this goes back to where I was saying whenever the hologram moon, and that goes with the holidays, but it's really the hologram that y'all do these rituals and stuff. Basically harvest disturbed souls and holograms whenever y'all do certain rituals. And before they even enter the portal, a disturbed hologram took over that vessel. And that individual, that broke that connection to that bloodline. And then you have these sick individuals mess with their relatives. But that's another program and another hologram that's inside of their physical body. And that goes back to where I said, just because you came out the same portal, that doesn't mean that you are related. Do you feel my signals on that? Do y'all feel my signals on that one? You could actually have a certain soul take over that vessel. And they're doing sick, twisted stuff. They're doing these rituals. They're sleeping with certain bloodlines because they want to keep certain bloodlines in control in other worlds. They could have wiped out your mother's bloodline and possessed that bloodline, or it could have been your father. They could have shift their soul, and then you got certain souls see their energy is flowing through the universe and know that this physical got a lot of disturbed, messed up things going on. But certain energies know they got to start over again, so they come back to wipe out certain things. So that goes back to where I said there's unlimited bloodlines And just because you're related, that doesn't mean anything, because you got certain holograms and disturbed energies or certain souls from another timeline take over certain vessels. And you have certain women that can create a so-called baby without any beings. And certain individuals know how to take over that vessel. And whenever they have sex with that individual, that so-called man, nothing but names and titles, that individual could think that first child is his, but she created it. And a certain individual took over that vessel. And then, but the second child, he created that second child. Now, certain women can create certain babies without the male. That could be, from the unknown or disturbed energy. Now, certain babies that's created by the woman without the man, there's a reason why stuff plays out on the physical realm. I just want y'all to feel and see where I'm coming from. And then that's where you get disturbed individuals whenever it comes to messing with their own bloodline. And connecting to these rituals and programs, because certain individuals can invite certain disturbed energies into their souls also. But I just want y'all to see how messed up this physical realm is. And that's the reason why certain individuals always, whenever, it's the corporations, they want to draw blood or do a drug test and get your DNA to see what planet you're from and see what you can carry and set up distractions. And some of y'all connect with the distractions. They can set up certain things and it look all great to y'all, but it's something behind it. And then you fall for the trap, and then your soul gets set up. Unlock your souls.